Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from Seeking Alpha. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So we're getting closer to second quarter earnings for all the carriers, Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T. But what we're seeing now on the Verizon front, Verizon Communications remains a compelling value play. So the value strategy seems to be catching on that Verizon has been trying to push for a while. So here's a small summary. I reaffirm my strong buy rating on Verizon due to its undervaluation, operational improvements, and attractive upside despite recent stock underperformance. So I'm no stock expert. I'm not telling you what to do, what to buy, what to sell based on my opinion. But that is from this person, it's a strong buy, right? So Verizon's growth is fueled by strong performance in its consumer group. Remains to be seen. We have to start seeing positive growth on actual gains, right? So especially wireless and FWA broadband, right? The FWA broadband, I'll give them that all day long. That's a huge positive, huge momentum quarter after quarter, and there's no slowdown in sight, right? All we see is increases and guidance going up, so that's a big plus. So offsetting some weakness in business and public sector segments, and then weakness in wireless. You gotta keep in mind, until the numbers are out and something changes, Verizon lost close to 300,000 customers on the consumer side in Q1. We have to call that out. Profitability and cash flow are improving, with management guiding for EBITDA and earnings growth, while Verizon now trades cheaper than AT&T with lower leverage. Again, that is a strong suit. Verizon always, no matter what happens, consumer side losses, churn up, Verizon always protects the balance sheet. They always increase price. They always figure out a way. Upcoming Q2 results are expected to show continued revenue and earnings growth. No complaints there. Reinforcing my bullish stance on Verizon as a compelling industry play. So like I just said, Verizon will always protect revenue and earnings growth no matter what. That will always be protected. Looking for a helping hand in the market. You guys could check out the rest of this article. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Lots of great information. Just going off of the summary, right? We talked about it before, you guys that have been on the channel. We need to see growth. 100,000, 150,000 new customers came in on the consumer side. That's what I want to see. Then I'll be like, okay, now the value play is working. It's resonating. Customers are coming in. Maybe a couple of points lower on churn. Then I can say, okay, I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Like based on what was talked about publicly, right? Gaining momentum coming from Sampath, Project 624, fixing customer service, and just bringing some renewed focus into the consumer side, right? More motivation and everything, right? They've been working on this for a while now. So it's all coming together, if you will, right? It's like a puzzle coming together. Starting with store reps, right? Giving them back individual performance instead of overall store performance, right? Commission-wise. So now you have better plans, more value. You got FWA at scale. C-band is scaling into tier 2, tier 3 markets. So it's all coming together bit by bit. But we still need to see consistent results, right? We can't have a quarter where they grow and then the next quarter they lose 200,000, right? That's not going to work. So we need to see them consistent for a little bit, a couple quarters. Then I can say, okay, let's say they do good at three quarters, like positive, and then there's a little bit of a loss. That's not bad, right? It's like, okay, it's working, right? But if they consistently, again, for the year, the first 3 quarters bad, Q4 growth, and then boom. That's been a theme. It's not something we're making up. It's been a theme the last 2 years. They take losses in Q1, then they take less losses in Q2, less losses in Q3, and then they grow massively in Q4 because they throw everything at you but the kitchen sink, right? So it's an interesting time to be a part of the wireless industry. The value play is huge for Verizon. A lot of people are telling me, I just picked the My Plan. I got this, this, and this. I got YouTube Premium and discounts here. So it's definitely starting to resonate. It's not something that's new into the market that still needs to make its rounds. It's already word of mouth, great go-to market. So it's definitely working. But we just need to see the results at this point. But even some of the investment firms and the experts, they're now saying that Verizon has a compelling value play, especially as T-Mobile is touting the best value, best network, right? So just putting that out there. We'll see what happens, right? Q2 is coming up soon, towards the end of the month, and that's when all of them will report. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you think Verizon will do at second quarter earnings. Let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. See you in the next one. Peace.